Hello everybody, it's Dee. Alright, so I'm going to do a 20 by 20 canvas, gallery wrapped, push pins and tape on the back. I have already layered my cups, so what I'm using are two Mixed Media Girl split cups. One is just two colors, two splits, and this one is 3 splits. I don't know if you can see that. Alright, so I have mostly blacks and whites. I have some kind of interference and different things going on, so we're gonna see how this works. I'm gonna do like a kiss, and I'm gonna start off with this one and I'm gonna incorporate this one. Alright, so here we go. Coming up a little higher, and then I'm gonna bring it back down. This is the hard part. Alright, so I'm going to put those over there. I'm going to get my little stick because I'm going to have to move this around a little bit. And I might wreck this bad boy, but I don't know. I don't think I am. So, and this area is where it was the end of the pour. I'm just going to swirl this around so it's not such a big difference once I start to stretch this out. Okay, so that looks good. What do you guys think? Alright, so next I'm going to torch it because I just mix the paint so it has a lot of air bubbles. I'm not sure if you can see that happening. There's a lot of bubbles in this paint. Don't judge me. A lot of bubbles. I'm probably going to be torching a couple of times throughout this, but we'll see. A lot of bubbles. Jeez Louise. So I'm just getting off of work. Fed my Chloe. And said I'm going to mix my paints, but I didn't plan on actually painting. But I was so excited about this one. I'm going to go in a circle. I did not put a pillow under it, which is basically just some white or black paint or just some paint under it to pour over. So I am letting the paints roll over each other, and I don't mind that for this piece. So I'm going to torch again. Still just popping bubbles, which there are a lot of. Jesus. Good Lord. Okay. Trying to. Oh, that is pretty. Alright, so we're going to stretch this out some more. I'm going to start going over to corners soon. I think I'm going to go over to this corner, see what the weight of my paint is. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead over to this corner because I think I want to I'm actually going to get my corner catcher. just a piece of cardboard that you fold in half to try to minimize the amount of paint that you lose while trying to get over to your corners. And just remove it and move the paint back towards the middle. So I might go off camera. You guys might not be able to see everything I'm doing. I'm just bringing the paint back to the middle. And I'm going to go off to this corner here. Corner catcher, bring the paints back again towards the middle. All right. Pretty good. Turn this around. Start making my way back to the middle. I'm gonna grab my corner catcher for the last time. Get this last corner. Okay, so we're done with the corner catcher. I still have plenty of paint on the canvas to play around with. I'm gonna bring this back down towards you guys. This kind of looks like a storm. Bring it down this way. And then I'm going to torch again, guys. And then we're going to stretch it out really well. All right. I think I'm going to torch now. Make sure I'm not going to drip. Again, just popping air bubbles, because there are a lot of them. And it actually gives a cute effect. Alright. So I need to just basically stretch this out, see what parts I really like, which parts I want to, I'm not, you know, too worried about losing. This corner here, I could lose a little bit off of that side, but not too much. back down towards you guys. I don't mind losing a little bit of that. I'm gonna bring it over here. I'm just trying to stretch out. And you see how this side has stretched out some. So I'm gonna bring this up this way. Just to stretch everything back out. Sorry for the glare, but it's really dark out, and it'll be a glare behind me if I had that open. Bring it over to this corner. It looked like two storms fighting each other or something. So once the paint is moving kind of slowly, you're almost to the point where you stretched it really good. Okay, there we go. Now the weight of the paint is moving towards that bottom corner. That's good. Okay. I'm gonna take it down this way a little bit more. That's good. We'll keep going a little bit more. Okay. Alright, I think we're almost done. I'm going to... Do I see something in my paint? That's not good. See something right here. Like a hair or something. I think I got it. Something in the paint. So we're gonna go back this way. And where I saw that debris, I'm gonna try to get it off. But the paint is moving really slowly now, so it's almost to the point where I don't think I can stretch too much more of it, but we'll see what we can do. Try to stretch it down towards this bottom half, and then I'm going to try to bring it back this way a little bit. Okay. I think I have almost stretched this one as much as I can, but it is moving, which is good. It's kind of slow, you guys can't see it, but I can definitely see it, and it's moving. I'm gonna take a little bit off that corner there. So I think I am going to embellish this this one with some rocks and crystals. Okay, So that's pretty good. That's probably as much as I'm going to be able to do. And I'm going to try to bring it down one last time a little bit. And then this one will be done. I'm going to bring this around this way, and I'm going to try to bring it down just a little bit more to try to center the storms a little bit and bring them back down, because this black one for me is a little too high. So let's see if I can get it down a little bit, which I don't think I am. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set this down. I'm gonna wipe my hands off, wash them off. I'm going to torch one more time. Again, popping all of these beautiful air bubbles that I have. Okay, so for my embellishments, I am going to be using, I've put together some broken mirror from Michaels. Everything is from Michaels. Some little black rocks, some little clear little beads and things like that. So, oh, and a little bit of glitter in here as well. So I'm gonna just take my mix is what I'm going to call it, and I'm just going to start putting this around where I see fit, where I think it should go. This again is a 20 by 20 canvas, gallery wrapped, from Michaels. And with my embellishments, the paint, when it dries, it'll keep everything in place. A few pieces will come off, of course. That's not completely in the paint, but that is definitely to be expected. Alright, and I think I'm gonna go right around on this side. I'm not sure if I'm off camera. No, I'm good. And I don't like to do too much, because then it just looks like a crazy art project. And that's not the vibe at all. We are trying to be high end over here, okay? So if anybody is interested in this piece, let me know. Inbox me on my Denny Flow art page on Facebook. I will be posting this pictures of this on my Instagram, Demetria Denny Flow Therapy. If you have my number, call me. And I think this one is pretty much donesies. So once this dries, which will take, I know a lot of people say weeks, but it really doesn't take my paintings but like 2 days to dry. And then I will still wait just to appease the painting gods another week before I do a resin or a varnish. I have not decided what I'm going to do with this one, if I'm going to just resin it or I'm going to varnish it. I have not made a decision. Alright, so the final step that I'm going to do is just basically take my tool and run underneath to make sure to get, so the paint will stop dripping and pulling the paint that's on the top of the canvas down. You don't want that to happen. And also to make sure that all of my sides and edges are done, which on this side it is not. So I'm just going to take a little bit from the drippings and fill in the areas that have just white canvas showing. And then I'll be done. Thank you all for being patient and watching. I really appreciate it. This is the longest video I've ever done. This is the longest I think I've ever taken to do a painting. But that's okay. I don't have anything else to do. And this is what I love to do, so I really like this one. Okay, so I'm going to try to bring you around so you can see at a different angle from up top. I know the lighting isn't the best, but this came out really good, guys. All right, thank you so much for watching. Bye.